Ada Byron was born in London in 1815. The city was bustling with the energy of the Industrial Revolution, a time of great change and innovation. The streets were filled with horse-drawn carriages, and the air was thick with the promise of progress. She was the daughter of the famous poet Lord Byron, a man known for his passionate and tumultuous life. His poetry captured the imaginations of many, but his personal life was equally dramatic, filled with scandal and intrigue. Ada's mother, Lady Byron, was passionate about mathematics. Unlike her husband, she was a woman of logic and reason, dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. She believed that a strong education was the key to a successful life. Lady Byron made sure Ada received a strong education in mathematics and science. She hired the best tutors and ensured that Ada was exposed to the latest scientific ideas. This was a time when education for girls was not a priority, but Lady Byron was determined to give her daughter every advantage. This was unusual for girls at the time. Most girls were taught domestic skills and prepared for a life of managing a household, but Ada's education was different. She was encouraged to think critically and to question the world around her. Ada thrived in this environment. She loved learning. Her curiosity knew no bounds, and she was always eager to explore new ideas. She spent hours reading and studying, often losing track of time as she delved into the mysteries of mathematics and science. She was fascinated by numbers and logic. The precision and clarity of mathematics appealed to her, and she found joy in solving complex problems. She saw beauty in the patterns and structures of mathematical concepts. Ada's early education laid the foundation for her future accomplishments. The skills and knowledge she gained during her formative years would serve her well in the years to come. She was being prepared for a life of intellectual achievement. She possessed a unique blend of creativity and analytical thinking. This combination allowed her to approach problems from different angles and to come up with innovative solutions. She was not just a mathematician, she was a visionary. Ada's love for mathematics grew stronger with time. She continued to study and to seek out new challenges. Her passion for the subject was evident to all who knew her. She devoured books on algebra and geometry. These subjects captivated her, and she spent countless hours immersed in their complexities. She was always looking for new ways to expand her understanding. She sought out tutors to further her knowledge. She was not content with what she had already learned. She wanted to know more. Her tutors were often amazed by her intellect and her dedication. Ada's thirst for knowledge was insatiable. She was always seeking out new information and new challenges. Her mind was a sponge, soaking up everything it could. She was destined to leave her mark on the world. Her unique combination of creativity, intellect, and determination set her apart from her peers. She would go on to make significant contributions to the field of mathematics and to the world of computing, leaving a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. At a gathering in 1833, Ada met Charles Babbage. Babbage was a brilliant mathematician and inventor. He was working on a revolutionary machine called the Analytical engine. This machine was designed to perform complex calculations. Ada was immediately captivated by Babbage's invention. She saw its potential beyond just calculations. Ada began working with Babbage on the Analytical engine. She translated an article about the engine from French to English. Ada's translation was much more than just a simple translation. She added her own extensive notes. These notes were longer than the original article. Ada's notes showed her deep understanding of the machine. In her notes, Ada made a groundbreaking observation. She meticulously documented her thoughts, filling pages with intricate calculations and profound insights. She realized the analytical engine could do more than just calculate numbers. This was a revolutionary idea at a time when machines were seen merely as tools for arithmetic. She envisioned it manipulating symbols or letters according to rules. Ada saw the potential for these machines to process information in ways that were previously unimaginable. This insight was far ahead of its time. Her vision extended beyond the mechanical limitations of her era, reaching into the realm of abstract thought. Ada imagined the machine composing music. She foresaw a future where machines could create art, blending creativity with computation. She saw it creating complex writing text. Her imagination knew no bounds, envisioning a world where machines could assist in human expression. Ada understood the true potential of computers. She grasped that these machines could extend human capabilities, not just replace manual labor. This was decades before the first electronic computer was built. Her foresight laid the foundation for future technological advancements. Ada's vision was truly remarkable. She saw possibilities that others couldn't even dream of, making her a true pioneer in the field of computing. She saw beyond the limitations of her time. Ada's ability to think outside the box allowed her to break through the constraints of her era. Her insights laid the groundwork for the digital age. The concepts she introduced are still relevant today, influencing modern computing and technology. Ada's contributions are even more impressive considering the societal constraints she faced as a woman in the 19th century. Despite the barriers, she persevered, leaving an indelible mark on history. Her work was not just a product of her intellect, but also her determination. Ada's relentless pursuit of knowledge and her ability to see beyond the present set her apart. She was a trailblazer for women in science and technology. Her legacy continues to inspire generations of women to pursue careers in these fields. Today, we stand on the shoulders of giants like Ada Lovelace. Her vision and contributions have paved the way for the digital revolution, shaping the world we live in. From the devices we use daily to the advanced algorithms that power our world, Ada's influence is everywhere. Her pioneering spirit lives on in every line of code and every technological breakthrough. Ada Lovelace's story is a testament to the power of imagination and the impact of visionary thinking. Her legacy is a beacon of inspiration, reminding us that the future is shaped by those who dare to dream beyond the calculations. The algorithm envisioned. Ada's most significant contribution was her development of an algorithm. This algorithm was designed for the analytical engine. It is considered the first ever computer algorithm. This was a pivotal moment in the history of computing. Ada's algorithm was designed to calculate a sequence of numbers. These numbers are now known as Bernoulli numbers. This demonstrated the machine's ability to follow a series of instructions. Ada's work laid the foundation for computer programming. Her algorithm showed how machines could be instructed to perform complex tasks. This was a major step towards the development of modern computers. Overshadowed brilliance. Despite her groundbreaking work, Ada Lovelace did not receive much recognition during her lifetime. Her contributions were largely overlooked. Ada's work on Charles Babbage's analytical engine laid the foundation for modern computing. She wrote the first algorithm intended to be processed by a machine, making her the world's first computer programmer. However, her work was not published under her name, and she remained in the shadows. This was partly due to her gender. In the Victorian era, societal norms and expectations severely limited women's roles, especially in scientific fields. Women were often relegated to the domestic sphere, and their intellectual contributions were frequently dismissed or attributed to their male counterparts. Women in science were not taken seriously at that time. Despite their capabilities, they faced significant barriers to education and professional opportunities. Ada Lovelace was fortunate to have a mother who encouraged her intellectual pursuits, but even with this support, she struggled to gain the recognition she deserved. Ada's ideas were also ahead of their time. Her vision of a machine that could perform any calculation and even create music was revolutionary. She foresaw the potential of computers to go beyond mere number crunching, envisioning a future where they could assist in a wide range of tasks. Many people struggled to grasp the full potential of her work. The complexity and forward-thinking nature of her ideas were difficult for her contemporaries to understand. As a result, her contributions were not fully appreciated during her lifetime. It was not until the 20th century that her contributions to computer science were fully appreciated. As technology advanced and the field of computer science developed, scholars began to recognize the significance of her work. Ada Lovelace's notes on the analytical engine were rediscovered, and her pioneering role in the history of computing was finally acknowledged. Ada's story is a reminder of the challenges faced by women in STEM fields throughout history. Her perseverance and intellectual brilliance serve as an inspiration to many. Despite the obstacles she faced, Ada Lovelace's legacy endures, highlighting the importance of diversity and inclusion in science and technology. Her experience highlights the importance of recognizing and celebrating the achievements of all pioneers, regardless of their gender. Today, we continue to build on the foundations laid by trailblazers like Ada Lovelace, striving for a future where everyone's contributions are valued and celebrated. A legacy rediscovered. Ada Lovelace died at the young age of 36. Her work was largely forgotten for almost a century. In the mid-20th century, interest in her life and work was revived. People began to recognize her significant contributions to computer science. Today, Ada Lovelace is considered a pioneer in the field of computing. Her work is studied by computer scientists and historians alike. She is a role model for young women interested in STEM careers. Ada's legacy serves as an inspiration. Her story reminds us that innovation can come from unexpected places. It underscores the importance of nurturing talent and encouraging diversity in STEM fields. Thank you for watching.